What's up, guys? GenesisNexus here. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone's had a great Christmas as well as a great New Year celebration. I know I'm kind of delayed with videos at the start of 2026, but I was with family and I was trying to start off the year on a good point. Looking forward to doing some good things this year and praying that the year goes great for everyone as well. In today's video, as you can see on the screen, I'll be talking about my experience with Arknights Endfield, a new gacha game that just came out this year, at the beginning of the year actually, and my thoughts on it, what I like, what I don't like, and what I think the game can improve on. And I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far if you are playing. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It'll be very much appreciated. And let's get into the video. And I'll start talking about things that I like about the game so far, and then I'll go into the cons later in the video. But to summarize my overall progress, I just finished with, I believe, Valley 4, the starting zone. Sorry, I was just doing this because it looks super cool. But let me show off the map to you guys. Just finished all this. Still have to unlock this area, but that's just really dealing with the zone. But yeah, I just finished off this area. I have to go talk to Yvonne to probably move me over into Wuling. And for my account level, you'll see I'm account level 49. It's mainly just that level because as a JRPG player, I've just been exploring all the areas and like building up the factory stuff, farming mats for character skills. So it's just gotten to that point due to all of that. And funny enough, it was probably around like 46 or something by the time I even got to the end of the power plateau. But I did want to just mention that. And I will have to progress more with the story after this video so I can start on Wuling and start getting some materials for that. I'll talk about that later in this video. But I did want to mention I did miss some days in the first week or two since I had to handle stuff IRL, but overall I don't think it's hampered my experience with the game so far. I was able to get a Levitain on her banner pretty early. I think it was in the first 10 pull, and I think I'll put up the stats on screen right now. And I tried to go for Yvonne on because there's 3 characters on this starting initial banner, and I was trying to go for Yvonne, but I ended up failing and getting a dupe of Levitain. But I won't activate that dupe for right now. I'll actually, funny enough, I'll show you the dupe right now because the fire team is my main team, and as you can see, I can press the upgrade button, but I do not want to because as of right now, Levitain is working just great at 0 dupes, so I have no problem with that. And I'll probably show a video on screen right now of where I pulled the dupe of Levitain, so you guys can see it here. And I still have some currency for the next banner, but I don't know if because right now Levitain's banner is now gone, but she's still on the banner, kind of. She's now, if you fail 50-50, you get a chance to get her. But I don't know if I will pull for the current on banner character, Gilberta. I know some people are saying she's a good healer, so I may use her as like a separate character, but I'll decide that at the end. As you can see, here's my current currency, and then I have tons of the I'm just gonna call it the other premium currency. I have 71 of them, mainly because they give you some through the main story, and you can use this stuff on the battle pass. So I'll talk about that later in the video. But other than that, let's get into the pros of the video, or pros that I like so far. And to start off with combat, though this combat is different from games like Withering Waves, I'm really enjoying it since it reminds me of if anyone's played Xenoblade Chronicles X on whether it's the Wii U or on Nintendo Switch, and being strategic with your team skills and combos there, and because they're all your characters on the field, so it reminded me of that game a lot. And I mentioned it earlier how I'm using the fire team right now. I'm pursuing kind of 2 teams, and I'll show it off because I did want to use my end miniature because I did like them. So the fire team is the one I'm building, mainly because I was able to get Levitain so early, as well as her weapon. As you can see, I have her signature weapon. And even though, and they even gave us Ardelia and her signature weapon for free, so I was able to kind of build this team rather quickly. And the problem I had with my physical team was it wasn't till after I got Levitane and I started building that fire team that I was able to get the character I wanted since the beta. Pogranichek, I believe is how you say his name. I'm just gonna call him Pog, because at the point of me having the physical team early in the game, I did not have his weapon. I do have his weapon now, luckily to me pulling for where I got the dupe of Levitane. So I have his weapon now, so I'm probably gonna build that team out separately, and Gilberto will probably be on this team if I decide to pull for her. But what my problem was is early in the game, everyone knows we had the beginner banner. I got Li Fang, and I didn't particularly like it, so I just waited. But I'm working on these two teams, and I know Li Fang is good. He's even better than what Ling Yang from Wuthering Waves, who people don't like. But I'll take a look at all those characters later on. It's just the materials to level teams is kind of a lot. But I am enjoying this fire team a lot, and kind of the synergy that has been allowed, whether you're someone using Anthol. As you can see, he's an electric unit, but I believe it's this skill that applies both electric sustainability plus heat sustainability, so he works for both teams. And there's also this chick, if you have her, who can apply this stuff. But I feel like Anthol has been working great with my Wolfguard, so that's how I've had them set up. And I should put it on screen what it took for me to get all these characters, how many pulls. But another thing that I do like outside of the team and the combat is this archive system, this Intel archive system. And because I mentioned it earlier, and it's probably all over my channel, you guys know I'm a JRPG player. I love those games, and I'll continue playing those games. And this system of like, hey, you can it rewards you for basically just exploring the world and exploring all the little items on the ground and stuff. So as you can see here, like I have these memos that each have like little bits of the story / lore bits in them, so I really do like that. And if you get all of them, they reward you with materials and or premium currency, which is this ore barrel. So that I definitely like, so I'm hoping they continue with this and keep it moving forward. I think, yeah, because there's already 2 that's already archived. Did they show me? Yeah, I got 200 there and 200 there, and I'm gonna keep going in. And there's even some that I haven't found yet. I don't know if these are the Wu Ling ones, but this whole system, and there all this stuff where you can go back and like revisit all the things you found, so you don't have to individually go to those places. Oh, and it even has a filter to show me which ones are new or not. But this system I very much like, and I think if anyone's a lore head or just interested in story, you can find a lot of it here, so you can always revisit it when you want to. And the next thing I like is the factory system, which I think is a big draw for a lot of people to this game. And even though my factories are not efficient, I do enjoy building them on the fly for specific needs. And funny enough, since I'm here, I will just teleport to, I'm not even gonna teleport to my main base. I'll teleport to this. This is the final base that we unlock in the outpost in the power plateau. So I'm just gonna show this off real quick. And I hope that they continue expanding this factory system into the future, especially with the AIC / simulation system that they have going on. And once I actually load in, I'll show you. And I'm gonna press T really quick, and this is the thing I really want them to, I don't know if this will be expanded upon in Wu Ling, but I definitely am looking forward to it, because I practically almost got everything on the map. It's just I need like 2 more points to get this, because I was so busy building stuff around and building stuff on the fly. Like, as you can see here, my stuff isn't optimized at all. I'm just building whatever I need on the fly. And like this one is building for, yeah, for batteries, just to keep my factories and my stuff running, because I have 2.7k main power. And if I click here and show you, I've just been whatever random stuff. I'm not even building stuff to trade into the outpost. I'm just building what I need. And I just noticed I have a problem right here because this battery is apparently using 10 more and I'm supposed to be able to do 24. I will have to look into this. And apparently, why is my usage for the Therium so much? It's a really interesting balancing act. See, now it went to 10 out of 10. I'm losing it. I prefer when my yield is something like this, where as you see Sandleaf is like cleanly I have more yield than I have usage. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna continue enjoying this, and I hope that they keep expanding this. And please note, I have not looked up any other person's factories or blueprints or even info on Wuling, so because I want to be surprised when I get to those points. That's why I'm mentioning this stuff. And I think I maybe have one, I have one friend's shared blueprint and I have not used it because they gave it to me and I was just like, nope, I'm just gonna leave it there. I haven't even created my own blueprints. I've just been using the basic ones the system gives you, and then I've been tweaking them as I need them. And I just noticed, does this place not have a depot? I didn't buy the depot. But I will talk about that afterwards. And funny enough that I'm talking about the depot. Hold on, where is it? Yes. This system, the outpost management, stock redistribution, as well as the depot node. I'm definitely feeling the vibe here, the Death Stranding delivery vibe. I'm loving it, and I hope it gets expanded even further. And for the depot system here, I hope that they expand on the modifiers, because some of them are pretty basic, like, oh, no jumping, no getting damage, but I hope they come up with random ones for like penalties for delivering. This way it's not only just what they are currently. And as you can see, I've maxed out my first one, and I'm kind of working on these other two, because as of last night I was able to, or earlier today, I was able to finally hit 1 million on my Valley stock bills, and I think they can show you right here. As you can see, it shows you that I've gained 1.1 billion. Of course, there's some expenses with upgrading and stuff, and I haven't done my deliveries for today, and you can see them here, and I haven't even done my deliveries for friends for today. So I'll probably be gaining some more funds that way, but I've definitely been enjoying this system. Building all of my zip lines and stuff. And as I get further, I'll be able to build the longer zip lines, which I'll definitely have to redo my zip line system again. But, oh, the next thing I wanted to show you from here that I like is still in this menu. It's the stock redistribution, where this is something I say, hey, if you're getting friend requests in this game, I say just accept it. Because this is one of those few games where it encourages you to have tons of friends, because it can help you with earning funds and building your stuff up for your ship chambers, which I'll show after this. But like, for example, I have a max cap of 520, and I think this is the one I used today to sell. As you can see, my price is 1,001, but if I go to my friend's house or friendship, they're selling for 5.3k, a 400% increase. And I've seen some people have like 1,200. You'll probably see it on Twitter or YouTube, where they have like 1,000 increase. So people are just making bank on this. And actually, funny enough, which one? Why did I not choose? This one was only 400. I actually had to pull out a calculator to see which one was better out of like all of these, but it's fun to me. And I did mention having friends can help you with like your ship resources. And what I mean by that is, if you go to your ship, they have these chambers they talked about. You have the reception chamber, which gives you clues for stuff. And then you have like the manufacturing ones and the growth one. If you have friends, you can actually go to these chambers and they can assist you, and then you can increase your time, so your characters don't have to go on rest as often. And I'm enjoying that. And thank you to all my friends who have been helping out with that. And just to come here really quick, I hope I have an assist running right now. Oh, I have that running, but as you can see, it's waiting for a friend to assist. I have friends who play the game in like different time zones, so I can't really like specifically choose which one. But that's for that, I think. Okay, yeah, that's the other one. But this is a system that I do enjoy as well. And I've also enjoyed the amount of events they've been giving, because I have to mention events. As you can see, it's lining up, and some of them are permanent, some of them are not. So I do like these events, and I hope they can keep this up because of the game's pull economy for the future. So hopefully they'll keep this many events, or just certain amounts. Like, hey, you see it gives you like 9k here, 4.5k here. So hopefully it keeps this up, because the pull economy will be a make or break for a lot of people. So as we all know, it's a gacha game, so people are going to want pulls. And other than that, I think the last thing I like is I do like the story so far, and it has me interested in the OG Arknights war that happened, that's been talked about in the story so far. So if anyone knows any Arknights lore V2 or YouTubers, please send them my way, put them in the comments section down below, because I definitely want to reach out and find out more about the lore of Arknights, because I know Arknights existed for this all time, but it's just I personally don't jive with the gameplay of Arknights, but I do like Arknights Endfield, so it fits for me. So hopefully I can learn the story through a lore tuber, because they'll probably have all the tidbits that I may miss playing, because I'm not playing the game. So I'll definitely have to look into that. And I definitely hope that they can show some flashbacks of the administrator's like past actions in his fights, because I know Perlica talks about the administrator and stuff, and the enemies on the bad guys know about the administrator. So I'm hoping that they show us this, because we kind of got a little taste of it during the tutorial if you guys played it. So I'm hoping they at least show it to us in the story, and if they do during Wuling, that would be great. But hopefully, I'm just hopeful for the game's story in the future. Now, before I get into the cons, I do want to talk about the gear and the battle pass. I didn't care about the gear in the game, because we can create gear, so you don't have to do randomizers and stuff like that if you played like Honkai Star Rail or Withering Wage, like Echoes and stuff. But I didn't care about this because of the materials it needed. Like, for example, these ones, we only got these because the devs realized that this was an issue and people needed that. So they were nice enough to where is it? Yeah, right here. I've already collected them. As you can see, there are about 600 of the Christen and 600 of the Ferium, but I already have like tons of them. As you can see, I have like 30k of the Ferium ones. But they gave this out to players, and I think it's now a permanent part of the gameplay progression. So any future player will be able to get these automatically. And I think I made gear for 2 or 3 characters, I believe. Yeah, I made gear for Levitain, and then I also made gear for Wolfguard because he is my sub DPS, and I think I made pseudo gear for her. I have to make full gear for her because she is my current healer. And I did want to mention that, but yeah, I definitely appreciate the free resources. As you saw, I didn't use all of them yet, but W devs for giving that and adding that to the permanent progression. But I will say that for the gear system, it's kind of like haphazard, because some of these sets, like 3-piece, but like for example 1, 2, and then you have the kits. But it feels weird because, for example, I think if I go on my actual character, it'll be better to show you. Was it Levitain who had, yeah, I think she has the full catastrophe set. But then when you go to kits, it's kind of like, okay, she doesn't have a second kit in the set to help her, so I had to go to a non-set effect kit to secondary item to like help her out with like the ultimate gain efficiency and for her stat, which is intellect. So it was kind of weird there. So I don't know if that's just a thing that only happens for the earlier gear, like past level 60 or pre-level 60. So hopefully past level 60 they'll more spread that out or grow on that feature. And as for the battle pass, I did mention it earlier, but I was able to get the second tier of the battle pass because the Originium, I'm just gonna say the premium currency, you get a lot of this just by doing the story. You get a lot of this just by boxes, doing quests and stuff. So I was able to get this, and it gives you more than you put in to get it. As you can see, I have 71 right now, and I believe after you finish the entire, I think here you get a total of 32, and I think it costs like 20 or something. I'll put it on screen if I can find it, how much it actually costs. But once you finish off the entire like battle pass, and like look at it, we have 31 days left, and I'm at 47. I haven't even finished the main story. There's tons of event story and stuff, so that's gonna be definitely well cycled. And another thing I love about this battle pass is something that I wish Withering Waves would take notice of. So WoW players, don't hurt me for this, but it's this, where this system is similar to Girls Frontline 2, if anyone's ever played it, where at the end of a battle pass, you kind of can keep doing stuff and you can keep earning rewards for it. Where it shows you here where you can earn random rewards and even the premium currency. So I wish WoW would do this so people can keep playing the game and keep enjoying it, so that they don't just stop caring about the weekly missions or the daily missions because they're like, oh wait, I already maxed out the battle pass. But I do like this because I'm gonna reach it soon. I'm already at 47. It doesn't take long. And when you do get the second tier, they give you like a boost for EXP. And I'll probably, after I finish Wu Ling, I'll probably buy the $10 like final set, because as you can see, it gives more of the premium currency, and it gives pass, and it gives a 6-star crate, which funny enough, I already have a crate. I do wish there was more options in this crate, but I'll take it for what it is. And it even gives like a weapon pulling mats. So, oh, and more premium currency. So as you can see, there's so much for that. So that's for those who want it. I don't want to put it on anyone to buy any battle pass or something, but I just wanted to let you guys know what my thoughts on the battle pass were. And outside of that, let's get into the cons that I have. And the first con I'm going to bring up is this etch essence, which are mainly used for weapons, or only used for weapons, and it's just to boost the stats on the weapon, or the skills on the weapons. And the perfect example is, as you saw the system, I will go to Levitane. As you can see, she has weapon, and she has a pretty basic, I just do one on her. As you can see, it gives +1 to attack bonus, and as you can see, attack bonus goes up to 6. Now, you can etch this even further for attack bonus again, but it absorbs other ones, and then you get a max, and you would max out and get more attack percent. That's great and all, but you want to get the ones with like triple. But my problem with this particular system is that the resource behind it is something I think you can only get from either the shop or the battle pass, which puts it out of reach for free-to-plays. And I'm going to show it right now, since sadly I'm on the ship and I should have been on the ground. This will give me a chance to show off my jank zipline system that I was working on earlier today. But sorry, it's just taking longer than expected. Okay, so here's my jank system. As you can see, I'm getting some more ore over there. Put my stuff in jank places. I definitely can't wait to get the longer zip lines, then I could properly set this up. All right, so here we go. Here's my system. Another thing I love is, because I have you have all this. For anyone who doesn't know, you can put down like turrets and stuff around the essence farm, and that's what I've done to help me out, because early on I was kind of weak, so I want to do it. And even you can see someone else put a sentry turret, which is a higher tier one, up here. And whose is this? This is Fugly. He's not my friend, but I will add them. Thank you to Fugly. So if you see Fugly's thing, feel free to add them. I think this is their UID. So yes, I'm putting out someone's UID to add them because they did some great things. As you see, 14 other people repaired it, and that's funny enough that I see you see that it tells you who repaired it. Like 28 people repaired mine, another 29 over here, 32 because I put a healing tower down, 25 on this, and then a 45 on this one because this one stuns enemies. So I'm just gonna real quick, because I want to do something different in this video, is actually show you guys, because there was the ticket I was talking about, and right here, funny enough, this Valley engraving ticket. And as you can see, you either have to get it, I believe this is it right here, in here, and it costs 600k. And as you see, I just told you, oh no, actually it's here, down here, Valley engraving, 400k. It's on sale for 1 day for 400k. I just got 1.8 million just today. So you have a limited stock here, and it's the one that allows you to pre-engrave like stats. Like for example, my what is it, my Wilhelm, or my why I say Wilhelm, my Pog uses, I believe it's strength and intellect for some weird reason. Not a lot of gear gives this, but you can put it here, and then I could throw a third one for main attribute bonus. And then you put something down here, for example, he's physical, or you could put a specific skill, as you can see, and then boom, it'll take. But you have to have these tickets, and you get them in limited quantities, but they really do help out. So that's my issue with that. I hope that there's more of this in the future, so that free-to-players can have more options to get better builds for their characters. But please, if someone knows, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to know, so so I'm not like putting out wrong info to people, but that's just what I see here in the game so far. And even though I know I will be purchasing things in the game, I just want to make the experience better for everyone in the game. And I'm just going to quickly do a run because I have stamina. Okay, yeah, I do not have. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. I'm gonna use her skill. Boom. Hit everyone, you're done. I hate these shield guys because I can't get behind these shield guys for some weird reason. I don't know why the game won't allow us to do that. Nope, I do not like you behind me. And technically I could heal, but I have this healing turret right here next to me. Oh, nope. And I like kind of holding people's like skills till I need them, or their combos till I need them. And boom, there's the boss. Oh, I think I'm gonna ult now. And I may be using her ult wrong. Oh, nope. Nope, I do not allow you to touch my team member. Oh wait, this isn't even the boss. It's level 3. It's the 13 one, and I use my ult preemptively. I'm stupid. There's the boss. And thank you, my turret took some of the blast from that. Oh my jeez. Come on. Gotta bring him back to where my turrets are. Nope. What I do dislike is that sometimes the targeting system like changes from one character to the next. Come on, attack the one guy I need you to attack. I haven't even been using people's ultimates, so as you can see, I'm not necessarily the best at playing, but oh, where'd he go? Luckily my my combo could still hit him. And the reason why I put this here is so people don't have to waste their healing items and stuff, their tactical items. But yes, let me claim, and as you can see, I'm gonna use these sanity permits to get double. And this one is not for me, and neither is this one. But I did want to just show that I'm not the best, but I am enjoying it. I'm not perfect, and I was kind of trying to trump it up for the video, trying to be even more decent than normal. But after this, now not talking about the essence etch anymore, is the fact that skills require a lot of mats past the level 6 mark. If I can find an image, I'll show you guys on screen, but really, if you really go to it, to getting them this point is like, hey, yeah, it's just these are the second tier ones. I wonder if I can find a team member who has, I think it's, yeah. So as you can see, it's just the basic mats. I've been putting up gliders around the thing, and even my factory or my chamber on my ship is building up to this one and usually farming this one. But this keeps going, and as you can see, the next tier requires this, but past level 6, I think level 7, I'm sad that unlike Withering Waves, this game doesn't let you see further. If I can find it, I think Fobmaster had it on his screen where he showed, and it needed like 6 or 7 like different like materials to like get to these later levels, and I was just like, that's kind of a lot. Now I don't know if it's gonna be easy for us to get them, so if someone does know that, please let me know in the comment section down below, because when I saw it, it kind of I know it detracted me, and I'm a JRPG player, I'm used to this stuff, but seeing that, I was just like, ugh, I don't know how it's gonna feel for a lot of other players when you get a character and you're like, hey, do you really want to invest that much into this character, or do you want to wait till later and there may be a better character to put all those materials into? So I just want to bring that up now, so hopefully we can think about that, the material requirements well into the future, or well before the future. And not last, but the next thing on my list of cons is that the ship's systems being locked behind the main story, and pretty normal stuff in a gacha game or something. Main stuff is going to be locked behind story, but the problem with the ship systems being locked behind it, I could understand if it was like one every other level it being locked behind the main story, but right now it's every level, and they're also not synced up. Now this is maybe just a petty thing for me. I'm just gonna come over to it really quick. This is every time you play the game, you have to upgrade this control nexus before any of the other chambers can ever be upgraded. And this item that you need is only given to you always at the butt end of the main story quest line. So if I go to do Wu Ling right now, I'm not gonna get this till the end of Wu Ling, because I just got one earlier today, and that's why I'm at level 4. Now I don't know if we get these fast or not, but I definitely dislike that. Hold on, if I can go here. Oh geez, they want me to actually go to each chamber, so I'm just gonna quickly teleport. Shouldn't be too long. I do love that they have the characters who's assigned on the outside, and it even tells you if they're working or not. Yeah, those guys are still working. But if we come in here, it shows you like what. Oh, this one's at max. Sorry, hold on. If this one's at max, Oh, why am I not leveling this, building this one? Clear it. Because yeah, I was having problems because by the time that I leveled this up, my character was already like level 60, and they already needed these advanced EXP mats. And I think this chamber is the one that's, yeah, this chamber's not done. And as you can see, this is the Wuling stuff that you need. And the problem I have is, see, my control nexus needs to be level 5, but my other chamber's already finished. And part of the reason I have an issue with this system and why it's locked is, luckily I have a space open. I have no problem with these being locked based on the storage, but when I mentioned earlier the system with the friend system and how your friends can assist you in your ship in these chambers, for example, by helping your friends, you going to their ship and you help them out, you can get a chance at getting an item, for especially in their growth chamber, this chamber that I'm in right now. And I have the Wuling seed, so I could have been already pre-farming this here in my ship, but because of how they lock these formulas behind this, I can't. So it's gonna put me behind. I'm already behind other players because I've been enjoying my time, but I do think that's pretty bad system. That's not the only one. I have this other item which would have been great to level, and I thought I had the ruby one, but I may be wrong there. Yeah, I don't have the ruby one, but I did see a friend get this, and this is used for a character promoting characters, as you can see. So sometimes you can unlock these stuff or grab these items before, but you can't even like do anything with them. So it's kind of hurts your expansion capabilities. Okay, yeah, these guys are working, and I think even their cabin isn't. Oh, their cabin's done. See, like this cabin's done, that cabin's done, but this growth center isn't done. So I just wanted to mention that. I don't know if it's just me being picky because I like to be able to prepare for stuff, but I did want to mention that. Another thing that I believe is a con is, as I mentioned earlier, I had issues because I had to do stuff IRL, so I missed a couple of days. And this game does not have an overfill feature. Like Withering Waves has a small overfill feature of like 480 stamina. What I do like is that your stamina can keep going up as you level up. Like currently I'm at like 337. I wonder if they show it on a authority level. Oh yeah, like max authority level 59. It's at 358. So I'm guessing it's going to be 360 when we get to max level. But my thought process on that is, that's great and all, but what if a player needs to take a day or two? Our factories can, I think, if you set it up correctly, your factory can stay up for at least 7 days. They even show it in the planning system. No, not this. I think the power system, they show it for, well, they're not showed on this screen, but when you go down to your AIC, it'll show you. But there's no overfill feature for stamina, and I think it'll be great. Even if you just put a max, like if the max is at 360, or right now my max is 337, give me a max overfill of 337. I probably won't reach that, but it would be nice to have it, because the next problem I have is these refills. If anyone's played Genshin Impact, I think Withering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, what's the other game? Even Chaos Zone Nightmare. There's stamina recoveries. There's always the, hey, use premium currency, which is always a bad option unless you're gonna buy more of this premium currency. But these things expire. As you can see, I have 8 of them I have to use by the end of today, so I'm probably just gonna farm more essences. And then there's a set of them that we just got that are permanent. I think, just for the sake of all players, these should just be, it's either a case of remove the expiring timer and just make them all this, because I mentioned all those other games and you could hold on to those till you actually need them. Hey, if a new character comes out, or for example Gilberta, and all these are expired, or if they weren't expired, I would be like, okay, I can build exclusively for Gilberta. I can forcibly use all of these just to get the best essences for her, because I don't have, remember I mentioned them earlier, another con of mine is the permit system for the engraving of the essences early on before you even do the mission or the training field. So I would like for this to be remove the thing, and I don't think anyone would have a problem with that, and an overfill feature. I don't like one of the two, please. Because if you're not going to give us an overfill feature, then please at least remove the expiration timers. And the last thing I can think of is the free 6-star selector that we got in the mail. The 6-star selector is a great thing. I was thinking of choosing Ember for my fire team or Lacerite just because I liked how she had like a scythe for an ultimate weapon, or a dupe of my Pog for my physical team. But then here comes where I have an issue. Is I think we can see it here on the... Oh wait. Oh, hold up. There's an operator preview over there. It's Ember. Cool character, fire. I thought she would operate like Antal, who, hey, he can buff either electric or fire as an electric character. But then we come here and she's a fire character who just exclusively buffs physical. She deals heat damage, but notice her physical status. And it's not only that, her combo skill does it too. So I'm just like, I don't personally like that. And excuse me, I'm just gonna take a quick drink. But I would have preferred if Ember was like Antal, because Antal is a free 4-star unit. And I would have preferred if she buffed either or. But now a character who I liked her design, because if we come back to her, I like badass characters like this. And I personally don't think Ardelia needs a dupe. And then Lacerite was cool because of her ultimate that turned into a giant ice scythe. But I'll be holding on to it, so who knows? Maybe the devs will take note of it, because they did do that cool dev note thing earlier on and gave everyone the 6-star selector. But I hope no other characters in the future will be kind of like, hey, they're one element, but they buff an entirely different element and they don't even work for the element that they are. So that may just be another small gripe that I have, but I just wanted to show it because Antal being a 4-star is just so cool, being able to do either or. Well, not either or, he does both. So you benefit at the same time. And other than that, I think I've been enjoying my time with Arknights Endfield. I don't have much, as you probably noticed, wasn't much cons with the game. I think the only thing to be wary about right now is the pool economy for the future. Because as you know, you can, I even showed it, you can work with 4-star characters. I just have specific teams that I want, being like, I wanted Pog and the administrator, so I want to build that up. Lacerite and Zahi for Cryo. And then I currently have Leva because she was the first on banner character. But if you guys have any suggestions on maybe how I build my characters or for my bases, down here I'll even finally go to the main pack base just to show you what a mess this is. But if you have any suggestions or if you want to share some blueprints, please feel free to put those in the comment section down below, or tag me on Twitter or X, however you want to call it, at GenesisNexus. As you can see here, trying to build the sand leaf here, power banks. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the game so far, whether it be story, combat, or factory related. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck on your pulls for Gilberta if you are pulling on her. I hope you got lucky with Levitain before her banner went away. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.